I know I've been gone for a minute, guys, but I am back. I'm Matt Sokol, and today we're going to be doing an upcoming Yeezy video discussing the Yeezy Boost 700 MNVN Bone, which is releasing on Saturday, July 11th for $220 USD. And this shoe originally was supposed to come out in April with the triple black, with the phosphor, I believe, and they pushed it back. And so it's going to be dropping. It's a North American exclusive. Like all upcoming Yeezy videos, I'm going to be discussing wearability / design / aesthetic, just how the shoe looks. The second thing I'm going to be covering is stock / availability. Where can you get the shoe? Is it limited? Is it a general release? All of that information is going to be covered. And the last part, you already know, resale predictions. That's where we get into the nitty gritty and I explain if you should cop or if you should drop, because you don't want to cop if the shoe's a flop. Alright, let's get into it with wearability. So, an appealingly understated colorway informs the shoe with its namesake shade entirely informing the upper. With a black sole unit and matching accents on the upper, the Yeezy Boost 700 MNVN Bone offers fans an appreciably understated take on one of Kanye West's latest signature sneakers. Bone shades inform the upper, which is laden with the familiar reverse 700 branding, which, like the other 700 MNVN shoes, is also reflective. A touch of tan on the toe lends subtle contrast, gently interrupting the monochrome palette for extra visual flair. So that's the description of this shoe, guys. Black lower, white upper, the reverse 700, that's reflective. That's the shoe. We'll compare it to the other three MNVNs. The issue that I have with these shoes is that once you get them in hand, they're actually like not as hot as you think they are in the picture. I wasn't really a fan of the material they were made out of. Well, I guess I should tell you that I got 2 pairs of the triple black ones and I just wasn't really impressed with how they were in hand, and so I wasn't that surprised that the resale was really weak on the triple black ones. The retail was $220 and I believe those are going for just around $300, maybe $20 more in some sizes. So yeah, it's reselling, but it's nothing like great like a limited shoe should be. Anyway, back to the Bone. I like it. It's definitely the nicest colorway. The white's clean. The orange and the phosphor, which is pretty much a neon green and a neon orange, it's too much. Like, it doesn't appeal to as many people. While the black, I mean, it does appeal to more people than those neon colors, but I don't know, it just didn't really have any pop. It kind of just almost looked like the Vanta, if you know what that is, just a giant black shoe essentially. So I think this Bone one looks nice. Also, there might be a little bit more hype since this was pushed back several months. Overall, it's a nice shoe. Like I said, #1 MNVN colorway for me so far that we've seen come out. And moving on to #2, stock / availability. So, like I said, this is a North America exclusive. So, I mean, not that that really does crazy things for the stock amount. These MNVNs are not like crazy limited, but they are relatively limited, and part of that is that there's just less demand for this shoe than, like, you know, the 350 series in general. So this is going to be available on YeezySupply.com, and I believe it's going to be available on some consortium websites, which are just retail sites. I do not have the full list yet because that's still coming out, but you will have multiple chances to get the shoe. It's not, at least to my knowledge, it's not just going to be YeezySupply.com. Although the other sites are going to be Shopify, and if you bot, you know how that goes, and if you don't even know what a bot is, then you have no chance of hitting those sites. So really the only thing that you could pray for is Yeezy Supply, and just hope that you could get through the queue, and hopefully you have a good bot that can help you get through the queue and you can be running hella tasks, because although you can hit with just one window up, and I have hit before and like it happens, lots of people do it, you really need as many tabs up in the waiting room, and then once the sale goes live, waiting to get through the queue. That's literally the only way. and hopefully it's a clean drop, but it's probably gonna be an all-dayer. God, they just keep doing it to us. They just keep doing us dirty. And then you see the resale price and you're like, Jesus, I stayed up 20 hours for that. Moving on to resale prices. Let me pull up StockX here. The prices are pretty strong actually right now. So these prices are high 300s to low 400s. The thing though is, this shoe, it's still not as backdoored as some of the Nike shoes and some of the Jordan shoes. So what that means in terms of pre-market pricing, like what we're talking about right now, is that there's not actually much stock out there. While these prices do look good, you know, if the shoe had already came out, I know that there's really not that many shoes on the market, and so this number is skewed high, and I've seen it before with the, you know, shoes that are limited to certain retailers, and so they're not like as many pairs are getting backdoored and on the market early. Of course, this is heavily gonna depend on stock, because as we look at the prices of both the orange and the phosphor, both of them are in the 300s and the 400s, and that's because the stock was pretty low on that. The triple black was a little bit higher, so higher stock, so we see a lower price. And so the bone is really going to come down to how much stock there is, and unfortunately I haven't heard any specific numbers or anything like that. Besides that, just going to be kind of like normal stock for this type of shoe, which is, you know, relatively low, but not relatively low, but not like dumb low. Like it's going to be over 10,000 pairs. You know, it's not like there's gonna be 5 pairs on Yeezy Supply or anything like that. Also, if you're wondering the best sizes of this to buy, for some reason we're seeing that sizes 4 through, I want to say 6 or 7 are doing a little bit high, and then sizes 7.5 through 10 or 10.5 are low, and then the sizes above that are high. So like the middle sizes are the worst. I'm not really sure why. It probably has to do with stock allocation on this. Usually we don't see it like that. That's how it is. So I would recommend going for either small sizes or the larger sizes and trying to stay away from the mid sizes. And if you go for either the low sizes or the high sizes, I think that we're gonna see these settle in the mid 300s, and I do think there is a chance that these might go up post-drop, depending on stock, as always the case. So I will be going for these 100%, no questions asked. And realistically, I'll probably just be running any size, because even the middle sizes will be some profit. And even though it's not going to be anything crazy, and it's going to be hard to get, you know, you're not going to be able to get 100 clip of these. It's going to be very difficult because of the stock. I wonder how many times I've said stock in this video. Anyway, that's what it is. Definitely cop it. Gonna be money on the table. Let me know what you guys think of this shoe, both in terms of reselling it and making some moolah, and just in terms of like personal aesthetic. Would you wear it, etc.? I wouldn't wear it just after seeing the MNVNs in hand, like I said earlier. Not for me, but I'm curious to know your opinion. Also, what do you want from me? What kind of videos do you want to see? Do you want to keep seeing these upcoming Yeezy, upcoming Jordan videos? Or do you want me to get into other stuff? I do have a bunch of business videos planned. So if you enjoyed the video, do me a huge favor. Like the video and make sure to subscribe to the channel. And turn post notifications on so you can see when I post some new content. I will be back at you guys with a lot more content starting now. Let's get it, and let's dash to the cash. Thank you, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.